I'll do it. Are you okay? You started? Fine.
Yes, ma'am. So good evening, everyone. I welcome you all on this platform of SSB Online Tayari. So today we have squadron leader Neha Malhotra, who is an retired Indian Air Force officer, certified soft skill trainer from Scottish Qualification Academy, trained the trainer, certified, accredited by NABED, has trained 1500 plus children and adults. So over to you, ma'am. You can start the session.
Thank you so much, Ankush, for the introduction. And hi, everyone. I think there was a reason behind having a proper meeting and not a webinar. So I would love to see all of you. I think that's the first thing we all can do when it comes to our confidence level. It's very difficult to switch on cameras, and from past 1 year, we are just doing everything virtually. So it has become even more difficult to come out of our comfort zones. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. So all of you, you can show, Zoom has this wonderful feature of reactions down below. So you can just show, a virtual thumbs up with your thumbs, or you can just use those reactions. That would be enough for me, because I have deliberately kept everyone on mute right now, because I will give you an opportunity to speak, but then I know that if I open it up, we can have some background noises. So it's good to kind of just right now stay on mute. And for next half an hour or so, I will just talk a little bit about attitude and what is attitude. There's nothing like attitude specifically for succeeding in or clearing SSB. Definitely, to succeed anywhere or any sphere of in any sphere of life, it is important to have right kind of attitude. Okay? So it remains common everywhere. The only thing is that defense is very, very particular about what kind of attitude a person carries. So I think you'll understand when we talk about the OLQs today a little bit. So stay tuned and participate as much as you can through the chat box. Whenever I ask you something, you can just put the answer in the chat box. That is all that I would expect. So I think everyone knows what we are going to talk today. It is about what kind of attitude we should have to clear the SSB. Now, first, I would like to understand what is your understanding of attitude as a word in itself. I still remember as a teenager in school and college days, people used to say, "Arey, isme to bahut attitude hai." So I'm myself, from Delhi. So I've done my school and college from Delhi only. And I think there it was a very peculiar word where people used to say this person has so much of attitude. Is it okay if I use English, Ankush, or should I use a combination of English and Hindi?
Ma'am, fine, ma'am.
Okay, great. Okay, so people have started replying. Right now, I can see the chat box. Ankush, later I would request you to help me with the answers in the chat box. So attitude is basically our mental, how we think in hard times, okay? Nobody else has written? Okay. Attitude is mentality, mental and intellectual appearance. Attitude is how we see things. So Balram, bang on. Okay. Okay. A lot of you are writing. Thank you so much for participating. Great. So I would give this to Balram. Balram, you very rightly said it is how we look at a situation, a person, anything is what attitude is all about. So it's our perspective. We all are wearing a lens. We always look at situations and people and things through that particular lens. So there is nothing that is right or wrong. Okay. So that's why it is very difficult to kind of explain that whether this is right attitude or not right attitude. And that's why people generally say negative attitude and positive attitude. Now for me, maybe what is negative may not be negative for somebody else also. Again, that's a perspective. Okay, so what we are going to do, I'm going to share my screen, because now I feel that attitude is a game changer. it can actually change the situation completely. Now, why do you think we have negative attitude? Let us focus only on positive attitude and negative attitude. In a situation, why do you think we start thinking negative? What can be the reason? You can put it in the chat box. And now I would request Ankush for you to help me out what is coming in the chat box. And I would request everyone don't send direct messages to me because I may not be able to read them also. Okay, so Ankush, is there anything in the chat box?
Yes, ma'am. Balram has replied due to past experience in life. Bhavna has replied, ma'am, fear of failures.
Okay.
Karan has replied because they undervalue themselves. Ankita replied past experiences, lack of confidence, fear
Wonderful.
of unknown.
We have a lot of replies out there. Ankush, I think we cannot take names. There might be people who may not want that we should take names.
Okay, ma'am.
Great. Everyone is giving inputs. So you all are right. The thing is the major reason why we think negatively is a fear. Okay, whether it is fear of failure, whether it is fear of rejection, it can be fear of being judged by someone. So the major reason why we start thinking negatively is because of a fear. And believe me that it is the fear that kills more dreams than failure ever will. So if you have not given it a try, anyways, you can't help it. So let's look at this picture, and I would want you to reply in the chat box. What do you see here? Do you see a young woman or an old lady? Whatever you see, again, there's nothing right or wrong. So whatever you see, just put it in the chat box. Now I will open the chat box to see how many. Okay.
Young lady, young woman.
Great. We have a lot of responses. There is someone, I think, who has written both. Am I right, Ankush?
Yes, ma'am.
Missed. There's someone who has written both. Is there anyone who has written only old?
Yes, ma'am. Suraj. Okay. An old lady.
Okay. Only one person has replied to old.
Old. Yes, ma'am.
That's perfectly all right. No problem. Great, guys. So there is someone who said both. And yes, there are both old and a young lady. But most of the people, when you show this picture to them, would first see a young woman. And it takes some time for them to kind of understand that there is an old lady also in this. Now, if we were here physically, I would have requested the person who said both to come and help you all understand that how that person is seeing both. So by this picture, I'm just trying to tell you that we all look at situations from different perspectives. And this is exactly what attitude is like. Now, if I see a young woman, I am going to behave in a certain way with that woman, or my feelings towards that woman would be different from if I see an old woman. Okay, so when I look at a situation, similarly, if I understand one thing from a situation, my behavior would be different. But if I understand something else from that situation, my behavior would be different. That is all that I'm trying to explain from this particular picture. And so what attitude is, it's a learned tendency to evaluate things in a certain way. And a lot of you did mention in the beginning that, it happens because of the past experiences. Yes, you are right. It happens because of the past experiences you carry, what your teachers used to tell you in the childhood, what your parents used to say whenever something used to go wrong, how your people around you tackled the situations in their life. It's something that has actually impacted your attitude, and you behave in a certain way, or you react in a certain way when something comes up. So there's a wonderful quote by Henry Ford which says, whether you think you can or you think you can't, either way you are right. It is just a perspective. And I know that there are a lot of people, I don't know whether they are in this room or not, who have given SSB so many times. Now, why they appear for SSB again and again? Because they think that they can. But there are people who appear maybe once or twice and then they give up. Okay. Now, a question for you all again. How much of an iceberg do you see above the ocean? How much percentage? Great. So a lot of you already know about it. Yes, you see only 10% of the iceberg on top of the water. 90% of it is below the water. And there is this iceberg model, which is also implemented on human beings. Okay, and that is that the behavior that other people see is just 10% of you, which is known to others. But 90% of it is your attitude, your beliefs, which are formed again while you were growing up. So what I want to say, even if you think that your attitude is negative, you react in negative way in situations, then it is not your mistake. It is because you have seen people reacting in a certain way. But the good news is that you can change your attitude. Okay? But it is very important for you to first know whether you have a negative attitude or not. The major challenge with all of us, all human beings, lies with level of self-awareness. Now, I don't know how many of you probably, when we undergo, do you know that SSB is one of the toughest exam to crack actually? And it's just 3%, 3.5% of the people who clear SSB out of the whole lot. And that is because our whole SSB is designed in such a way that they are trying to test you on certain aspects, and you all are aware of it. That is officer-like qualities, right? So you need to understand that the first thing that you do when you write the self description over there, the SD, I don't know how many of you are doing it for the first time, but I'm sure most of you here are probably, either must have appeared once, or maybe you are preparing for going. So I'm sure you are doing your own research anyway, so you must be aware. Okay. All right. Now, you need to understand that what the attitude can do to you is it's visible to people. So you need to understand that how do I react to certain situations in life? It is very important. Ankush, I think people are putting something in the chat box. If you can, I can pause in between, and if you want, you can read out.
Sure, ma'am.
Great. So I'm sure everybody has heard of this quote, your attitude, not your aptitude, will determine your altitude. Sabne suna, right? And that is because we just saw that iceberg model. That is because 90% of us is inside that people cannot see. Now, in life, to be successful, there are three things that you require. One is knowledge, skills, and attitude. But these days, even in the corporate world, not just in the defense, importance is given more towards towards having right kind of attitude and less towards just having knowledge and skills. I'm not denying the fact that you don't require knowledge and skills. That is also very important. Okay, so we have pretty much understood what attitude means. But what is attitude? It is a little thing that can make a big difference to our lives. Now, these are all of the officer-like qualities that are required, that you are being tested for in SSB, right? Everybody knows about it. If you don't know about it, no problem. I'm just showing you. I am not going to explain each one of them. There's a reason why I have put it here. is because I want to explain you how attitude can play a role in each and every officer-like quality. When you are showing your effective intelligence. So effective intelligence is actually the practical intelligence. So there's a situation and how do you respond to that situation? It's not just, speaking academically about how do you calculate and things like that. Of course, that aptitude test is done, everybody's aware of it. But we are focusing only on attitude. Okay, then the power of expression you have, the social adaptability you have, initiative that you take, the confidence you have. Are you seeing most of the OLQs here will definitely have a partly attitude in them. So your attitude will get reflected in each and every officer-like quality. Ankush, someone had raised their hand. Is there anything in the chat box? Okay, so if anyone has any questions, because few of you have joined late, you can put your questions in the chat box. And I think let us leave the questions for the end, because for Ankush also it would get difficult to find the questions in the chat box. So Ankush, I'll take a pause here. Does anyone have any questions in the chat box?
Yes, ma'am. Suraj was having, I have clarified.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. We'll take the questions at the last, ma'am.
Yes.
Keep continuing.
Okay, so if anyone was not aware of these officer-like qualities, you can take a screenshot of this. Okay, but I want to tell you that attitude is important for every officer-like quality and you are being tested there. Now comes the most important part for today that I want you all to take away from here. Till now, I was just trying to explain you that what attitude actually means, because a lot of us don't really understand what is the meaning of attitude. Okay, now since we have understood that what is attitude and why it is important for us to be successful in life, I'm going to talk about a few steps that you can take to adjust your attitude. But I would also like to tell you that attitude cannot change overnight. Okay, so don't expect that today I have told you these steps, you will just implement them and within a week's time, everything will change. We all are a work in progress. Everybody will have a scope for improvement when it comes to developing the right attitude. Okay. Now, if I talk about positive attitude, it does not mean that you are in a adverse situation and you have to think positively. It is not like that. Having a positive attitude means, how do I resolve this problem? Okay, so I'm not saying that when the situation is real bad and you are in an adversity, you will start thinking, no, everything will be all right or everything is all right. No, it is not like that. Now, what we are going to talk about is how can you adjust your attitude when you are not able to tackle situations in a positive manner. And I think it will become clear by the end of the session today. So the first step is, and the most important step is, that you need to change your perspective. You need to look at the situation from a different angle altogether. Okay. Now, all of you, you have appeared. Whoever has not appeared, it's okay. But I'm sure everybody knows that there's a picture perception test that happens over there in the SSB, right? Now, when there's a picture perception test going on, you have to, whatever you write in that story is actually your perspective. So you need to understand that when you are writing a story or you are doing your group discussion, whatever you are speaking is showing your perspective. So let me show you a picture over here. Few of you might have seen it. Again, it is from a picture perception test only. Now it is very obvious, like when somebody would really see a picture, most of the people would say that this man has come to kill the women and, so what do you think is happening in the picture? Let us get some answers in the chat box. Just a one-liner. What do you think is happening here? Yes, Ankush, can you read out, please?
Sure, ma'am. Thief came to steal, play in school,
play in school.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. That is all. Nobody else has written.
A man going to meet his sick wife after finishing work in kitchen.
Hmm.
Servant kill to his master.
Hmm.
Then we have thief is sad about what he's attempting to do. Thief came for theft. Lady is calmly sleeping. Person who is hungry is there. Man feeling sad for his wife. Husband taking care of her ill wife by
Great, great.
cutting an
I think
apple.
Ankush, I think thanks. I think that much is enough. There are a lot of answers.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
I want you to want to convey a message that did you see that all of us have different perspectives? Few of us might be thinking positively. Now, believe me, if you were not kind of trained, for SSB or for the picture perception, most of the people, as a layman, would probably write that this man came to kill the women. Few of them may say that he killed the women, and few of them may say that he did not kill the women and someone came in and kind of a thing, right? So the idea is that what is your perspective towards this picture will show your attitude. So story is something that is imaginary. Now, whatever has happened in reality would remain a reality. If someone has died, he has died. You can't change that. But here, it is your imagination. So when they are checking your imagination, they want you to kind of think positively. And how can you tweak this situation, basically? Okay. So everyone understands that. So first step to adjust your attitude is to let us skip. The first step is to change your perspective. The second step is to take action. Now, everybody here, I'm sure most of us, we tend to procrastinate. I don't know, few of you may not understand. Procrastinate means we tend to delay things. We get an assignment from college and we keep sitting over it thinking that, okay, we have to submit it after a week. Parents have told you to do something, you'll be like, okay, I'll do it, cleaning up the room and things like that. A lot of things, small little things that you have to do, but you're not doing them. So you keep postponing. Now, what happens because of procrastination is that you do not realize, but the stress builds up over a period of time because the deadline comes close by and you do not do your work on time, and ultimately you get stressed. And any time that we get stressed, we tend to think negatively. Why am I sharing these steps with you is because you need to start working on them from today. If you don't start working on them from today, they will never become a habit. And as I told you earlier, attitude can't be changed overnight. Okay, so you need to develop certain habits. Only then you will be able to change your attitude. Step number 3, develop an attitude of gratitude. A lot of us keep thinking that I don't have this, I don't have that. My friend has this. My friend was able to clear the SSB. I could not clear SSB. Now, most of us as human beings, we tend to look at negative side of the situation. We do not see that what we already have with us. Small things like, when you are in a very low phase of life also, small things like I have a house to live in, I get food to eat, I can breathe, I'm healthy. These are small things that help you stay positive. And again, this is not something that you need to do on a day when something bad has happened to you. Develop an attitude of gratitude. How will you do it? You will start writing every single day before going off to sleep 3 things you are thankful for today. And that's how you develop an attitude of gratitude. And believe me, there are people who have actually changed their lives by just developing an attitude of gratitude. Okay. Now the next, now here I wanted to share this example. Does anybody know who is he? Let me see in the chat box.
Bana Singh, sir.
No? Yes. Major DP Singh. Great. So there is someone who knew about him. He's an ex-army officer. He lost his leg when he was 25 years old. And you know what did he say? And when he was even being operated, he said that I at least have one leg. This is what it means to have attitude of gratitude. That if you have that attitude, only then are you able to be positive even in adverse situations. Otherwise, it is very difficult. Okay, I am not saying that we all should become like him. No, that's not the aim. But the aim is that we should remain positive in most of the situations in life. For which, if you start doing the simple activity of being thankful every single day for 3 things in life, believe me, your life can change. Step 4 is leverage your strengths and enjoy your uniqueness. A lot of us keep thinking that, you know, about our weakness. And we tend to forget that we do have a few strengths also. And your strength can be anything. Like even if we talk about SSB, maybe you are a good, you are physically very fit. Maybe you are good at planning. Maybe you are good at public speaking. Now, because you have a weakness, you keep thinking in your mind that, you know, what if I'm not able to do this? What if I'm not able to do this? What if I'm not able? And you forget the strength that you have and you're not able to even leverage that strength. So when you are doing group activities, because SSB is majorly about, you know, the teamwork. And there, if you keep competing with somebody else instead of complementing your strength with the other person, it is very difficult to clear the SSB. So you have to understand that it is a team game and you can't have everything in yourself. And build a positive self-esteem. Okay, so here, I want to know if anybody, what do you think self-esteem is? Let's have a few answers in the chat box. What is self-esteem? Okay, so few of you have written, how do I see myself? You're right in saying that. How do I see myself irrespective of the fact what people think about me is what self-esteem means. Now, whenever someone criticizes us or rejects us, our self-esteem gets impacted real bad. And there are a few people who are unable to deal with criticism completely. There are few of us who have a high self-esteem who are able to deal with situations. So how do you build a positive self-esteem also is important. So you need to, you know, there are certain steps that you need to learn to build a positive self-esteem. Now, I'm sure everybody must have realized that these days there are a lot of people who keep posting positive quotes in the morning. Or whenever you open up Insta, Facebook, you will see that there are positive quotes there. There are people who upload on their status, WhatsApp status also, there are some positive quotes. Don't you think that when you read those positive quotes, they kind of pep you up? Even if you are feeling low, you read something that you resonate so much with that you start thinking, I was just looking for this. And I'm so grateful that, you know, someone posted it here. I needed it today, right? So if you start doing this every day, a positive quote, maybe on your WhatsApp status, maybe you can put it, you know, every day. If you have a board at home, start writing it, start posting it on your Insta. It can be your Insta post. You can put it on the clipboard if you have a clipboard, but do it somewhere where it is visible to you. Okay, and do it in the morning when you wake up. It will give you positivity. Step number 7 is it is important to accept the reality. Whatever has happened has happened. If you can't accept that, you will never be able to move ahead. And once you accept the reality, it is important to analyze. For example, we failed. Okay, now this is a reality. If I have failed, I have failed. This is the reality. Nobody can change it. But then unless I accept that I failed, I don't live in denial. I did everything right. Still, I did not clear it. Was not behaving properly. We could not clear the SSB. And there are so many things you can just keep blaming people, or you can keep blaming the situation. Ultimately, to accept the fact that we have not been able to clear it, right? So I remember myself, the first time when I gave the written exam, I did not get a call letter for the SSB after my graduation. And I still remember I used to tell my parents that maybe, you have kind of hidden the application. I mean, I was not ready to accept the reality that this has happened. Though I was lucky that, the first time I went for SSB, I cleared it. But then sometimes things don't go the way we want them to go. And then we live in denial that this was not our fault. And sometimes we keep crying over the spilled milk, thinking that, why I could not clear it, why I could not clear it. And we do not sit down and think what exactly went wrong. Some of you who are taking coaching, you must be having your mentors and coaches. You must go back to them, and ask them to help you understand that where you went wrong, so that next time you are more careful about it. And if it is about attitude, believe me, it can't change overnight, but it can change. It is not impossible. Everybody knows positive thinking honi chahiye, but then how do you bring that positive thinking? You should change your vocabulary. Stop using negative words as much as you can. Okay. A lot of times when we say this did not happen, I failed, you can always tweak these words and make them sound positive, or at least the intensity of the words can be, the negative words can be lower than what we generally use. And the last step is you have to become a part of the solution. And this is very much linked to what I just told you guys, that stop cribbing about the problem and start thinking about what the solution can be, which can happen only if we have accepted the reality, we have done the analysis, only then we can find out the solution. Okay. And every problem has an underlying opportunity always. It's just that we never see it. So you have to look for it. So these are the 9 simple steps for attitude adjustment. Start practicing them from today, and believe me, your life can change. Don't think that I have to go for SSB 2 months later, so I will just do things sometimes and things will change. It will not happen. Okay. If you practice all this just for a month, you will start seeing change in yourself. So you only get better if you think you can, otherwise not. So guys, what we spoke about today, we will certainly take up questions. I do run a program, 30 days confidence building challenge, wherein it is a journey from self-doubt to self-confidence. A lot of us have doubt in ourselves. We have the potential. We know we can do it, but a lot of times it is the self-doubt that kills us, or the low self-esteem that because of which we are not able to perform well. Okay, now this program will help you instill self-belief in yourself. It will boost your positive attitude. It will increase your ease of public speaking. You will be able to voice your opinions in front of others. You will be able to deal with criticism. And the bonus in this program is that you learn a technique to help you feel confident instantaneously. All right. So if you guys are interested, you can put it here in the chat box, or you can connect with Ankush later also. Ankush, now, so you can take a screenshot of this, all of you, and then I'm going to, we are open for questions now. Ankush, take
Okay.
questions if there are any.
Yeah. I will request every candidate can ask the questions. If you guys have any question, please ask.
Ankush, there are
You can
questions.
write.
Ankush, there are questions in the chat box. If I, kind of, okay, look, so let me just change the settings, and one by one we can also have.
Ma'am, Suraj is asking, have you taken any coaching for exams or SSB?
So Suraj, I did my SSB long ago in 2004, and yes, I took coaching because I was very, very focused that I have to do it.
How to improve public speaking? Jaiprakash is asking.
Practice, practice, and practice. Guys, these kind of questions that you will ask, they in itself are a complete topic in itself. Even if I tell you, I can give you tips for sure that how do you improve public speaking? It is by practice. One is you should have knowledge of the topic that you want to talk about. Second is you have to practice. In the SSBs, we have extempores, so it is not really necessary that you will know everything about the topic. But then we have, an idea about what kind of topics can come, and you do the preparation beforehand to go for the SSB, right?
Swati is asking, ma'am, can joining college committees help in our preparation for defense forces by any way?
Yes, so joining college committees can help you gain confidence for sure. How can it help you clear SSB is, I think everything that these committees or clubs that you join in a way help you build your self-confidence, helps you understand how do you work in a team. So it will help you in that aspect.
Karthik is asking, is there any height related issues in SSB?
Yes, there is for a pilot. So you'll have to check that on the Air Force site if you're talking about Air Force.
How to clear SSB in first attempt? Kiran is asking.
That's a good question. But I do want to we all want to actually, but then that's a tough question to answer. I can go with an open mindset. A lot of people that I have heard, they lose out because they are not their original selves. When we take coaching, people also say, see, these are different school of thought. That few people do say that if you take coaching, you are not your authentic self. So what you're speaking probably sometimes does not resonate with your values. So if you are being dishonest, you are not authentic, you need to understand that you are being observed even outside of the activities that you are doing. So when you are in the dining hall, when you are moving from one place to the other, people are observing you. It's not just when you are doing your activities or you're giving your exams that you are being observed. You are being observed each time. So your body language, the way you are talking to others, how you are behaving with others, everything plays a role there. I hope I've been able to answer it.
Ankit is asking how to remove stage fear.
So Ankit, you can remove a fear only by facing it. Now, if you have never stood on a stage before, I always suggest everyone to start with a small group. Now, when you have to speak on a certain topic, there are people who, even in the group of friends, they are just listeners, they don't speak. So I think if you stand there, you need to start first talking to your friends. When you are in a group of friends, it's you who should start taking initiative. That's where your public speaking journey should start. So it depends on where you stand right now that I can answer your question better.
How to write W80 for negative word?
Okay. So I'm sure all these information is available very easily on Google, guys. So I think that is something you can just Google and you will find out. I know it is available. Just write the same question that you have written here and you will find a lot of examples.
Yes. Yash is asking, ma'am, according to you, what is the main factor in screening PPDT test to pass? What qualities do you expect from candidate if you are an assessor there?
His name again, please, Ankush.
Yash Parasar.
Okay, so Yash, the officer-like qualities that I showed you guys, you are being tested for each and every quality. You won't even get to know that from what thing you were assessed on that particular aspect. So any test that you are giving, in every test, you are being tested on all the officer-like qualities. So effective intelligence, your reasoning ability, your power of expression, your speed of decision, your determination, self-confidence, your attitude definitely comes anyways. Yes, Ankush.
Karan is asking, how much journal studies affect one's selection?
How much?
Journal studies, GS, affects one's selection.
I think it does impact because when you are appearing for the group discussions or there are certain topics and extempore when you get them, it is important that you are aware of what is going on in the world, whether it is for SSB or you're doing a group discussion anywhere after if you're doing your post graduation like MBA or anything. So it's important to have general awareness. To what extent, I wouldn't say that you can just keep doing general studies only. Sometimes GK is our weakness. So I think then you should probably find out what are your strengths and how you can use them to leverage them. How can you leverage those strengths? So if, for example, if she's asking, so Ankush, do you think that this question is more relevant towards GDs?
GDs, we can say that.
So if you are talking, and somebody did ask me earlier also that in group discussions, sometimes, what if you, for example, if you do not know the topic, what do you do? So it's okay. You have to have that strength of analyzing what people are speaking. And then you pick up a few points, and that is when you bring up a point also. It can be a fresh perspective. You may not know the topic too much in depth at that point of time, but it's always good before you go of what is going around right now.
Shivangi is asking how to not procrastinate.
Take action, set goals. What worked for me is setting goals. If you set goals, you write down things, you make a to-do list, you will be definitely, and sometimes you need an accountability partner to, kind of not.
Karthik.
Good evening, ma'am.
Say again?
Yes.
Good evening, ma'am. This is Arjun from Varanasi, ma'am. Ma'am, I wanted to know more about this 30-day confidence building challenge of yours, ma'am. I have few issues facing the personal interview. So I wanted to know, ma'am, how, especially regarding the personal interview, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
So what exactly, Arjun, do you want to? So for the confidence building program, as I told you, it is, I think anybody who has done that program so far has been on an average able to increase their confidence level by 70 to 80% in just, and if they keep doing the activities that I taught them, there is no end to it. So if you think in the personal interview the problem is confidence level, then certainly the confidence program can help you. So it depends on what.
Like ma'am, in my recent interview, yes ma'am, in my recent interview, this was the first time I got a feedback from the IO ma'am. He was Air Commodore KPS Virk sir, president of 4 Air Force Selection Board Varanasi.
Okay.
So, sir said me that by the end when we have the session that do you have any question, there he didn't ask me this, but he suggested me and advised me just like a father figure, and he said that why you underplay yourself, and you have such humble achievements, and you can portray them and project them more confidently.
Definitely.
So I felt that maybe I'm lacking from the interview side only. Otherwise, I feel that actually, ma'am, I have been to SSBs multiple times, and this was in total my seventh conference, ma'am. So
Okay.
I am really concerned about this.
Arjun, maybe you can switch off your video because your voice is breaking in between. If I understood correctly, you are saying that you think that the challenge is only because in the personal interviews, and it is yes, it is possible that your confidence level is low and your self-esteem is low. So when it talks about confidence, it is a lot to do with your self-esteem. Okay, so maybe we can take this offline, Arjun, for program. You can talk to Ankush and he'll connect you with me because there are a lot of people who have questions.
Surely, ma'am. Definitely, definitely, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Ankush, I think so. It is 6:50. We'll be able to take just
Yes,
2-3 questions more. So people who have asked earlier, I think we should take up their questions.
Hello, ma'am. Ma'am, actually, I have a question that when it comes to the GD and basically the discussion of the PPDT, when there is a situation of fish market, when everyone is not listening to anybody, so how we should tackle that situation? I mean, we should kept idle, just not speaking anything, because in that situation we will actually contribute towards making the group discussion more more in the fish market side. Or I mean, ma'am, I'm not able to figure out that how we should tackle the fish market situation in the GD when anyone is not listening to anyone.
So Ankur, Karan, I got your question. Thank you so much. You can mute yourself. And guys, I'll have to, okay. So now whoever has a question, you can put it in the chat box only. So Karan, it's a very valid question, and I'm sure there are a lot of people in the room who have a similar question in their minds. Whenever you come in a situation where you see that there's a fish market, yes, you have to find an opportunity to speak up. How do you find that opportunity is probably it is always a great idea to just say, hey guys, I think we all are making a chaos over here. So let us take opportunity to speak up turn by turn, right? And there, so that we do not waste time. Now, when you say something like that, what happens is it shows that you have good communication skills and you have good leadership skills. Now, whether those people listen to you or not doesn't matter because you have shown your leadership quality, and the instructor or whoever is observing you, the observer has already made a point over there, and you have got a point. Okay. Yes, Ankush. So we'll take 1 or 2 more questions, and then we'll wrap up.
Okay, ma'am. How to introspect ourselves?
Okay. Very, very good question. And I think throughout your life, you keep introspecting yourself. It depends on in which area of life you wish to introspect yourself. We have a lot of areas of life. So the question I think is incomplete. I would like to know a little more about what exactly is the question and what do you want to know about it. You need to know yourself a lot, Okay, the first question you need to ask yourself is, why do you want to join armed forces? Believe me, if you are able to write half a page or 1 page on why you want to do this, you will get a lot of answers about yourself. Then your strengths, your weakness, why do you think this is your strength? Why do you think this is your weakness? How can you develop that area? So whenever you're answering a question and you tell somebody in the interview that this is my weakness, what exactly are you doing to overcome that weakness? So all this helps you understand yourself better. Again, I would say it depends on where you stand right now. I don't know how much you know already about yourself. So it's difficult to kind of say introspection. How much? What's your communication style? How are your interpersonal skills? Whether you are introvert, whether you are extrovert. There are a lot of assessments that are there. I mean, what's your personality style? So I can keep talking about, how you can introspect yourself. Yes, Ankush.
Yes, ma'am. We'll take last question, ma'am. Payal is asking, ma'am, as I have faced many failures in past and now learning from it, so how can I stop thinking negative before doing something new now, as sometime I think about my past failure, which hold me back?
So Payal, that's the reason why I have designed this program of confidence building exactly. This is not a question that I can just answer like this, because I understand it's not easy when you have had so many rejections. It takes time and you need someone to guide you through the process. And believe me, that 30-day challenge that I've kept is a deliberate plan. I can end that program in a day by doing half a day program. But then I want to stay with you guys till the end so that you see your transformation. Because if I just teach you and tell you you should do this, you will not be doing it for 30 days. And it's very difficult to answer such questions. They're very in-depth questions to understand that what exactly is the challenge.
Yes, ma'am. I think, ma'am, now we can bind up.
Okay. Thank you everyone for being there. I hope you all did learn something. I know that 45 minutes to 1 hour is not a good enough time to kind of just learn everything, but I think it's a great idea. Okay, so someone is saying last question, Ankush, but I'm sure there will be a lot of questions before that also.
Yes, ma'am.
If you see, Ankush, if there is a question which is very common from everyone, I think I won't mind answering that question. So if there is anything, you can let me know. So guys, I'm going to share the details of the program with Ankush. He will share with you guys on your WhatsApp group and you can connect with me. Is there anything, Ankush? Is there a common question that you find everyone has?
No, ma'am. Everyone has different question, ma'am.
Okay, great. So then we will leave it here. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
And all the best to everyone.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much
You're
for giving
welcome.
your valuable time, ma'am.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye. Bye.